MP questions mine benefits. NCCDA hosts a validation workshop. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Melinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. In a state visit to Papua New Guinea by the Prime Minister for New Zealand, Christopher Luxon mentioned that Papua New Guinea is an important country in the Indo-Pacific region. After attending several events and addressing the Parliament, the Prime Minister for New Zealand met with Prime Minister James Marape for a bilateral meeting at the Melanesian House in Port Moresby. The main agendas of the meeting were centered around the partnership the two leaders had discussed in New Zealand for 2025 to 2029. In a joint press conference late yesterday, the Prime Minister for New Zealand, Christopher Luxon, highlighted what they discussed.
Discuss both our bilateral relationship but also observations we have within the region as well. To all Papua New Guineans, I hope that you feel incredibly proud of the nation that you have built over the last 50 years.
Prime Minister Luxon said PNG is an important country in the Indo-Pacific region.
It's an important country. It's an important country for the Indo-Pacific region. It's an important country within our Pacific Island Forum nations as well. And that is because you are a bridge between Asia and also the Pacific. And when I think about the future for the next 50 years, it's incredibly exciting.
He said it is important to ponder on the future of Papua New Guinea.
We're very proud and celebrate well what's happened in the last 50 years, but it's important that there is a pathway to go forward. And I know in our conversations you feel very strongly about how to continue to develop the country so that you can lift the standards of living for all your people as well.
Prime Minister James Marape, while thanking his counterpart, said the two governments will work together.
Our two governments could work together and consolidate and people-to-people exchange flow, our state institutions and state institutions flow, our government departments and services and their services exchange. Papua New Guinea is better off and richer with our enriching partnership and enduring partnership with New Zealand.
Marape further highlighted the discussions they had during the bilateral meeting.
Education department will flourish, working side by side with the educational departments New Zealand has. Our agriculture, our trade and commerce, our own other aspects of our bilateral relationship will grow from strength to strength. We have health and education, agriculture and rural development, defense and police cooperations, our climate change and conversations, including conversation on clean energy.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Luxon confirmed that PNG and New Zealand have agreed to an economic action plan to strengthen trade and economic cooperation. First step to implementing the economic plan of action, Prime Minister Luxon announced a new package of support for Papua New Guinea, including an expansion of New Zealand's Business Link Pacific program, new program to support women entrepreneurship in Lae Morobe province, 2-year extension of New Zealand's existing biosecurity program, and delivery of a series of export readiness workshops. New Zealand intends to strengthen cooperation with Papua New Guinea with new fisheries program that will include capacity building for the National Fisheries Authority, dedicated scholarships and short-term training opportunities in fisheries, and policy and technical advisory support to help prevent illegal fishing in Papua New Guinea's waters. New Zealand High Commissioner Peter Zwart said Prime Minister Luxon's visit has highlighted the breadth and depth of New Zealand's 50 years of partnership with Papua New Guinea. High Commissioner Zwart said the new announcements will sit alongside the extensive cooperation between the two countries, which ranges from agriculture to energy, both supporting PNG's development and deepening the relationship. The New Zealand Prime Minister departed Papua New Guinea today following his 3-day visit to commemorate the 50 years bilateral partnership between the two countries. In his last engagement today, Prime Minister Christopher Luxon met with SMEs individuals and alumni who have benefited from programs under the New Zealand's Economic Development Support. A second-time recipient of the New Zealand Business Link Pacific program, Iga Tokavagi runs an ice cream business where she supplies ice to the Central Province.
Through the BLP support and grant, I was able to get a concessional loan from the Kina Bank, from the Central Province. So my business, I have a team of 5 employees. So we supply the Central Province, West, East, as far as Aroma Coast.
The New Zealand government has invested in the refurbishment of Gordon's Market, which is now a vibrant hub of economic activity, supporting local farmers, vendors, and the community. A local vendor and a single mother said the Gordon's Market provides an opportunity for them to gain financial literacy.
I'm very lucky for New Zealand Icon to partner with my Honorable Governor Kabwum and City Governor to build a new market, and we have that market table. That market table guarantees us to have loan with Mama Bank. We don't have savings, but that table only guarantee because every day we make money.
Prime Minister Lakson said New Zealand is proud to support Papua New Guinea at the grassroots level to build capacity of local SME owners and entrepreneurs. The Prime Minister departed the country midday today. Climate Change and Development Authority and its stakeholders hosted a validation workshop to finalize Papua New Guinea's Green Climate Fund concept note on climate-smart social services and infrastructure.
The workshop was hosted by the Climate Change and Development Authority and organized by the United Nations Children Fund, or UNICEF. The aim of the event is to strengthen stakeholders' ownership to ensure that the proposal to seek Green Climate Fund meets all requirements for National Designated Authority before submission. CCDA Managing Director Deborah Sungi said these funds are important for essential services like water, sanitation, healthcare and education that are resilient to climate change impacts and designed to minimize greenhouse gas emission.
Also having to establish the outcome of the regional presence in the regions as we speak. So those outcomes actually put us in a better position, and strategically why we are here is to align ourselves with those outcomes, knowing what are the priorities that we have as the government, and aligning it also to the GCF strategic development plans as well. So with this concept note in front of you all is really to grasp your ideas and really telling us your experience on the sectors that you come under, how it will impact our children at the community level, at the subnational level, and also aligning it to our national development plans.
UNICEF Country Director Dr. Vera Mendonca highlighted the statistics on children in Papua New Guinea and their struggles. Dr. Vera said seeking funds through such proposal would impact the lives of young Papua New Guineans.
We have the lowest investment when it comes to investment in health, water, nutrition and education when we compare to the region. So if we want to do a change, we need to reset. But this workshop is not on development. Those things are being addressed from a development perspective. The country has taken into account, you've got the parliamentary committee, and we are doing it. But at the same time, as Deborah said, Papua New Guinea is experiencing climate shocks that we are not fully aware. And these shocks, if we don't take cognizance of them today, they're going to be much worse for our children. So today we have an opportunity to come together to look at how can we make ourselves climate ready for children. How can we support those institutions that offer services for children, climate smart, climate resilient and climate ready.
Pakatambua National EMTV News.
The alarming increase in the number of school leavers every year has become concerning in Papua New Guinea.
We will forward it at a later stage.
In response, the government is engaging with all sectors to create opportunities for youths to be involved in income-generating activities. The Ministry for Youth, Religion and Community Development, through the National Youth Development Authority, has developed a National Youth Engagement Strategy 2025 to 2029, which was launched yesterday evening at APEC House. The strategy is targeted at mobilizing out-of-school youths, having them registered, processed and directed to referral pathways. Director General of the National Youth Development Authority, Joe Itaki, explains the strategy.
Currently, government is offering youth empowerment services like services in the youth empowerment space like seasonal worker programs, SME loan programs, Labor Department skills accreditation programs and the Youth Council networking mobilization.
Sadly, youths in urban areas are at an advantage to benefit from these programs, which raises the question, what about rural youths?
Therefore, with this youth engagement strategy, we intend to target the rural youths, get them connected to the mainstream development process by installing the necessary tools like the online youth registration platform that we have launched now, and the toll-free number, email, the information dissemination tools, so that they can connect directly with us through their district community development office.
In a nutshell, the National Youth Engagement Strategy is tailored to give youths mostly in rural areas a second chance.
Most of the problems that are occurring in our urban areas and to some extent rural areas too, are as a result of young people slipping into these unknown territories. So with this strategy, with this platform now, we want to capture them, and then we must know who is who and process them and have them referred or reintegrated back into the development process by engaging them through sectoral support facilities.
Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
Director General of the Office of Libraries and Archives revealed that work is in progress with universities to provide internet services in libraries at their institutions. The Director General said it is part of the Office of Libraries and Archives' strategic approach to provide internet services to schools.
There is a device called Rachel device. It has been launched and programmed and has been done in the Oro province. And this program is also very important.
He said they are also working with the University of Technology.
We are also collaborating with the national universities, especially the Unitec. Unitec will be hosting our COA.
He said this is currently in progress to deliberate on how best internet can be provided to students in schools across the country. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja na? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 litres of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
You're watching National EMTV News. The member for Kainantu, William Agahuno, raised a series of questions without notice to the Minister for Mining in regards to landowner benefits for K92 mining.
In his series of questions, the member for Kainantu raised concerns on landowners of the Kainantu mine not benefiting from the mine since its establishment. Mr. Agahuno asked the minister responsible if there was a memorandum of understanding signed by all parties, and if so, why are the parties not benefiting?
Since mining started in 2003, coming up now, more than 20 years. No, something come up, or Papa ground, or people were kind to. Me looking this year, only paying 161 million PDC go on government. Takis.
He also asked if the royalties for the landowners are still available.
You know, looks like something. So, you got MOE stop or no got? Now, suppose you got why not Papa ground no benefit?
In response, the minister responsible, Renbo Paita, explained why the MOA was not signed.
Ground since mining operate, you know, kissing one block royalty yet. Only stop na plan the Papa ground in Daigo, only fight nothing go. Now, money, and stop no sample haplo system, namelo developer one time, MRA. Now, one block excuse, he come up or same. Papa ground, he got dispute. When time commission, you know, sit down a harem, so the benefits must stop past it. So, question again. Suppose there's probably an issue. When in time government tintin lo put in there's a time commission going to buy. RM hurry up na working determination usat Papa ground.
Paita said he had met with the landowner groups in the recent PNG Resource Week. Thus, they have agreed to go ahead with the MOA.
Confirm OSM, MOA no been signed for the last 5 or 6 years due to ongoing disputes between the landowner factions in the Billimore area. We all give him social license that mining must come up to place.
He confirmed that the royalty monies for the landowners are still in a trust account.
Confirmed that royalty money is still sitting there. I'm still sitting down long trust account because court or landowner go court so money blow I'm still sitting down. No government touch him money.
The mining minister is expected to visit the people of Kainantu to discuss further on this issue. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
A question without notice was raised by the member for Medeng, Brian Kramer, to the Treasury Minister in regards to the GST collection on DSIP and PSIP funds.
Member for Medeng asked the Treasury Minister Ian Staki on the GST collected from the district development funds. Mr. Kramer said the national government distributes a total of 2 billion kina to the districts for infrastructure and improvement grants. Each district is supposed to receive 10 million kina DSIP and 5 million kina infrastructure grants. Mr. Kramer asked the Treasury Minister on IRC collecting 200 million kina from the 2 billion kina that the government distributes to the districts. Tasked, he questioned the treasurer to explain this.
Here, the government pays 2 billion and the government or IRC collects 200 million back. So you are taxing tax money. So if a district receives 20 million, 2 million is sent back to IRC, the money that is supposed to be spent on essential services to the people, not taxing the tax money. Get a tax refund. Provincial governments cannot claim refunds. DDAs cannot claim refunds. So my question to the Treasury is, can you explain the logic in this policy of taxing tax money?
He said when the 2 billion kina is distributed among contractors to provide services to the people, they pay tax before getting their payments. As the Shadow Minister, he asked the Treasurer if they can work together to resolve this issue.
Logical. Would you agree for my office to work with your office to bring a proposed amendments to the IRC Tax Act, to introduce amendments that provide zero rating or tax exemptions to all government institutions?
In response, the Treasury Minister said there is a decision by the government on exempting GST from DDAs and provincial governments.
A decision by the government to exempt GST from DDAs and eventually provincial governments. And just for the record, GST collections projected for this year is 4,186 million.
Mr. Staki further highlighted this issue.
Of the IRC has the discretion to determine special circumstances and can issue notices to taxpayers and also withdraw those notices.
He revealed some consequences that are likely to happen if this is done.
55A for DDAs would cost, there would be a cost to the budget of at least 100 million kina. He was also concerned that doing this, it could incentivize, encourage non-compliance among contractors not to pay their component.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The Kabwum by-election writ was returned yesterday and received at the Government House after a successful election that saw Patrick Bassa retaining the district seat.
Papua New Guinea Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai, when speaking after the return of writ, thanked the Kabwum people for seeing through a successful by-election process. Commissioner Sinai says the election was a success where the people came together in a more respectful manner to elect their leaders.
According to the reports, the election was conducted successfully. People came and sat down, had the polling officer calling their name, and as soon as they had their name, they go forward and go through the process of voting. The meaning of that process and how the behavior that was displayed by the people of Kabwum in the 5 districts is a welcoming news about election transparency, honesty, just, free and fair.
He said Kabwum is one of the electorates in Morobe province that is challenging to host elections due to geographical challenges.
In Kabwum is one of the 9 open electorates Morobe has, which is the biggest in the country. and also has a bigger population. And also, it's very difficult to manage elections.
Sinai further highlighted the reasons behind the conducting of the by-election to allow the people to exercise their democratic rights.
The last election was destroyed during the polling and counting, and we declared it under the special circumstances based on the recommendations from the Haro. And so the court found that the special circumstances declaration was not right according to the evidence that was provided. So it instructed or ordered for a by-elections. And so we issued a writ, and now we have returned the writ.
Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
The counting for the Pogera Payala by-election is progressing into a quality check stage with elimination process to follow.
The Electoral Commissioner Simon Sinai clarified on the ballot boxes that were hijacked.
Payala Pogera, 8 hijacked, 1 completely missing, 7 returned with some mark, and we say no, they won't count. So all of them are not going to be counted.
During the counting, Mulitaka candidates made a sit-in protest, which they were advised to take their grievances through the court process.
So no incidences so far. There's been some sit-in protest by candidates from Mulitaka area. But unfortunately, we have to remind them the process has to take its course if they've got issues. Then there's the court process that they have to take to.
With more people coming into Wabeg town to witness the counting, Mr. Yakasa said they are containing the situation around the town area. Chief Superintendent Yakasa asked the candidates to respect the process.
I just want to make an appeal to those candidates who are running behind, or even those candidates from Mulitaka area whose boxes are locked away, to appeal for calm. We need to correct some processes going forward, and this is what we are doing. We are strictly controlling this election process.
Under the leadership of Chief Superintendent Fred Yakasa and Chief Superintendent Joseph Tondop, they are ensuring that they set a good record in this election.
Going forward into 2027, we want to set some precedents here which the Electoral Commission, the country can adopt to see that we do something right, not the wrongs all the time.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2411 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.3360 US, $0.3584 Australian dollars, 0.1938 euro, and 34.13 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher. Coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copper closed lower, palm oil closed lower, crude oil is trading lower, and copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium, or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
You're watching National EMTV News. Manyama District member Solan Loifa in Parliament today questioned State Enterprises Minister William Duma on the recent sale of 50% share of MVIL in the Bank of South Pacific. Minister Duma responded and clarified a few misinformation.
Manyama District member Solan Loifa raised this question in Parliament today.
The BSP declaring good profit over the years. The government really decided to sell him 50% plus sales blow, AVIL. So question to me, Minister.
In response, State Enterprises Minister Duma first clarified the misinformation surrounding the sale.
I want to clarify this, and that is that the government does not own any shares in BSP. Those shares were held by MVIL, a completely different company, a limited company, so we need to get that correct.
He said the state still owns the biggest shares in BSP through Kumul Consolidated Holdings.
KCH, being the shareholder of all our SOEs, including MVIL, commissioned a study as soon as the Marape government took office in 2022. And that included a comprehensive review of all investments held by our companies.
Minister Duma explained that the government has overexposed itself by owning a significant part of shares in BSP, and with the establishment of new state-owned commercial bank in National Banking Corporation, the disposal of part of MVIL shares was a well-measured decision.
And it was felt that there was a need for another bank, and that is why most of you are aware that this government, under this government, we have established another commercial bank
than National Banking Corporation. So we were in the situation where we did not want to expose everything to one shareholding in one commercial bank. The government decided to diversify. And the idea of selling shares in MVIL was mooted in cabinet. There were three separate NEC decisions.
He said the funds from the sale of MVIL shares will be used for infrastructure development.
It was felt that there had to be a sell down, and there needed to be a sell down to be able to help KCH fund some of the projects that they have to be done. For instance, the aging infrastructure in PNG Power.
Duma concluded that MVIL never purchased shares in BSP with its own funds when BSP acquired PNG Banking Corporation from the government in 2002. He said MVIL was gifted its shares because the government received 30% stake after merging PNGBC with BSP. The minister said the Motor Vehicle Owners Trust Fund of 300 million kina is still there untouched. Pakatambua National, EMTV News.
Controller of Pogera State of Emergency, Chief Superintendent Joseph Tondop is taking tough actions on individuals with intentions to destroy public infrastructure that disrupts key national roads to Pogera.
Following the recent Pogera Paela by-election, there has been tension and commotion regarding the election. This resulted in some ballot boxes being hijacked as well as destruction of the bridges. Upon retrieving the ballot boxes, the Electoral Commissioner gave directives that those tempered ballot papers will be excluded from the counting process. Election officials along with police acted according to the directives of the Electoral Commissioner and have allowed counting to go ahead without touching the hijacked ballot boxes. Having heard of this, the individuals who hijacked the ballot boxes are now threatening to destroy Wabeg-Pogera Bridge, which is a critical transport link for the Pogera gold mine and the broader economy. Chief Superintendent Tondop said police will not tolerate such behavior. He said such actions are branded as acts of terrorism. As part of the operations to contain the situation, Chief Superintendent Tondop has declared Mulitaka and its surrounding areas as prohibited area. Individuals supporting the destruction of the bridge as members of terrorist organization and recognize all actions taken in Mulitaka as meeting the legal definition of terrorism. Tondop added that he will write to Electoral Commissioner to permanently disqualify Mulitaka candidates involved to be blacklisted from contesting this or any future election, as well as declare them unfit to all public office. He called on the candidates to urge their supporters to refrain from criminal activities. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The member for Finchafen, Rainbow Paita, and the member for Nawai, Theo Pelgan Ev, condemned the killing of the 4 people of Kabwum in the Morobe province. Both MPs are calling on the responsible authority for immediate intervention and the arrest of the perpetrators. The leader stated Parliament must not delay any longer in passing the Vagrancy Act. After spending 3 years of working as the Secretary for the Apostle Nunciature of the Papua New Guinea and Solomon Island, Monsignor Federico Boni was farewelled today by the Catholic Bishop Conference as he will be leaving for his posting to Rome.
During the farewell today, Mr. Boni expressed his gratitude to have worked in Papua New Guinea. He highlighted some of his best memories in the country.
Great experience I had in these 3 years here in Papua New Guinea was the visit of Pope Francis last year. It was a great privilege for me to have the opportunity to work together to many people of the Catholic Church and also the government here in Papua New Guinea.
Being among Papua New Guineans, he appreciates the bond of friendship with the people.
I had wonderful experiences meeting PNG people with a very big heart, generous, friendly, open. Of course, at the same time, there are some issues related to the difference of culture.
Mr. Boni encouraged the Catholic faithfuls to continue the good work and maintain their faith.
I wish all the best to the church in Papua New Guinea and Solomon Island. And I think that this all the best is to maintain the beautiful identity you have here, your way to live and to express the faith and the love to God and to each other.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
Over 300 Sambul Nebilia students have gathered at this year's Catholic Students Leadership Transformation Retreat.
The 4-day retreat, hosted at St. Michael Sinsibai Parish in Upper Nebilia, was attended by student representatives from Kiripia and Tabul secondary schools, also Mount Gilue, Gia Kogul, and Upper Nebilia high schools. Father Michael Anis, who was there to officiate the event, encourages the students to be prayerful in this time where lawlessness and uncertainty is common amongst youths.
Everything, anything you can walk him on the ground, but one plus sudden any important no life and prayer.
The event was concluded with a handover takeover of Catholic Student Spiritual Leader baton from Max Paraka to new President Manuel Waima. Upon receiving the mandate, Waima expressed that it is important to host such event to instill Christian values to the students.
Now, when I'm recently binding block, hosting this block crusade, Emi Holsem, all young blood, all Sumatin, all backbone from this church from tomorrow. So all priests, me put him along program, only give him talk, only build him, only mold him, now only save him. Church from tomorrow.
The event will again be hosted next year in Kiripia. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Chairman of Ella Gimbu Association shares his reflection of Papua New Guinea in the past 50 years through a book.
Experiences written in a book titled PNG Political History Development from 1964 to 2025. Mr. Habia Babe shares a brief on his initiative to write this book.
I thought it's my responsibility to inform our people that in 1964 we have began our political development, and that's to do with the House of Assembly, and then to the PLB system to 4 years term, and then from 77 we went to post-election system with 5 years term. That's independent. Then we have a post-independent.
Importantly, outlining the need to unite as Christians and fight corruption.
But our leaders have built unity, and the unity is our most single important assets we have. Make sure our leaders, our people, we must maintain national unity. We have no room for somebody's breaking away from Papua New Guinea or other aspects.
Although the content of the book highlights his encounters and a reflection of the country's journey, Mr. Babe is hopeful that these experiences remind us of the importance to unite as Papua New Guineans and develop our nation, an act that leaves behind a legacy years later.
All right, we have a resource here. We must do downstream processing, industrialization, and then create jobs, and then we make money, rather than depend on the donors and IMF and the rest. We can, because all the reasons we have.
He revealed that although the book will be sold, he aims to reach relevant authorities that can assist to have this book distributed to schools nationwide. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Truka Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Trukai Sports. The PNG Barramundi's 14-man squad has been named for the upcoming ICC Cricket World League Tour in Jersey.
The PNG Barramundi's 14-man squad was officially announced today at Amini Park ahead of the international tour to Jersey. The squad was revealed by PNG Cricket Chairman Michael Harrison alongside Selection Chairman Hudson Leka, Deputy Chairman Rarua Dikana, and Assistant Coach John Ovia. The team will compete in ICC Cricket World Cup, a 50-over format tournament, from August 12 to September 3rd. Trukai Sports caught up with the Barramundi's captain Asad Vala, who shared insights into the team's preparations, noting a strong build-up and high expectation for the tour.
Yeah, the preparation has been going really well over the last couple of months. It's been intense last couple of weeks, especially trying to put our intensity up to get ready for the international matches, and we have been winding down over the last few days as well, so try to get ready for the tournament in Jersey. But really happy to be part of the team again, going to Jersey. We'll head over to Jersey on Monday.
Skipper Vala also praised several junior players selected, highlighting their talent and energy. Vala emphasized the importance of this tournament.
That special occasion, but it's a really special year for us, and to be representing our country and the culture that we have, to go out there and represent the people that's behind us, the 8 million people. We're going to go out there and do them proud, and going to give everything that we have got.
The Barramandis depart next Monday for Jesse. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Papua New Guinea has named its national darts team for the World Cup in South Korea next year.
The National Dart Federation of PNG has announced the official team squad for the 2025 World Darts Federation World Cup. The tournament will take place in September 22nd to 27 in Seoul, South Korea. PNG will send a strong team across 3 categories: men's, women's, and youth. The men's team includes Ika Ugaro, Tamasi Arua, Arua Leke, and Michael Ray, all from Port Moresby Darts. In the women's division, Lau Joel Matasere come from NCD Darts, while Gewa Vagi and Pedri Samado represent POM Darts. The youth team includes players from Kokopo and NCD, Charlie Latek, Matthias Kilala, Haislin Kalowing, and Sarah Pepena will represent the next generation. The players were selected based on recent tournament results and performance in local associations. President of the Federation, Morlen Kelapak, said this is a proud moment for darts in PNG and praised the youth team as the future of the sport. The training and fundraising will begin soon. The Federation is calling on public and sponsors to support Team PNG in their journey to the world stage. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball Grand Finals closed Season 6 with energy and excitement.
The grand final of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball competition delivered over the weekend saw 9 championship matches across 3 courts, decided who rose and who fell. NCDC won their 5th straight title, but this time it's extra special. They are the first Premier Division champions. In the Women's Premier Final, Kinnabank proved their dominance again. That's 3 in a row for the Queens of the Court. From Division 1 to Mixed, 5 games went to 5 sets. New champions rose, old rivals fell, and fans loved every minute. Meanwhile, the Vice President noted about the season as hectic.
It's been a hectic season for our executives since 2018, where we had only 20 teams. Currently, we have 65 teams. Today, we are concluding our grand finals. We've changed from our traditional format, where we've gone into tiered competition, where we have our premier competitions to our divisions 1 to 4.
With all finalists promoted and bottom teams relegated, Season 7 will bring even more mightier matchups and even bigger stories next year. From big finishes to fresh starts, Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball just keeps getting better. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebab sardine, huh? Yum!
Beef stir fry.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Soft and lovely hair growth cream. The new way to nourish your hungry hair. The first hair growth cream with natural origins. No silicone, overload of nutrients, and incredibly melted texture that is instantly absorbed by your hair. Available at Trends Essential Beauty Shop in Bryant Bell Plaza, Gordon's, and Eliseo Rainbow, Trends Salons, and all retail shops near you.
This Thursday on Sports Scene, former NRL star Justin Olam in town for rugby workshops. Timothy Tuna prepares for athletics championships.
It's an honor to go and run at Tokyo.
And PNG Kickboxing Federation Stanley Nandex joins us in the studio. Sports Scene this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching True Guy Sports. Wave Water made a donation to Port Moresby Free Sports Rugby Club ahead of an upcoming one-day charity tournament set to take place next weekend at the Sir John Guy Stadium.
The Port Moresby Fishport Rugby Club has received 100 cartons of bottled water from Wave Water Company in support of a charity rugby tournament happening on August 16th. During the presentation ceremony, club acknowledged Wave Water's quality manager, Benedigo Perez, for the timely donation. The water will be used during the one-day tournament, which aims to raise funds for the local charity organizations in PNG. A total of 12 teams are expected to participate and will be kept hydrated with the water supplied for the event. The vice president of the Fishport Rugby Club, Malcolm Kulu, expressed gratitude and noted the importance of such partnerships in supporting community-driven initiatives.
So on behalf of the Port Moresby Fishports Rugby Club, I want to say thank you to Wave Water for sponsoring us with 100 cartons of the water, and we're proud to be associated with a wholly Papua New Guinea-owned company providing quality products, especially after having been established in PNG for quite a while now. So thank you very much, Wave Water. Really appreciate it.
Joel Mipari, True Guy Sports.
That ends True Guy Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
True Guy Sports. True Guy Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase.
Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Nationwide polio immunization campaign will be conducted in August and September 2025 to immunize all children under 10 years, even if they have received polio immunization previously. The campaign will also create an opportunity to provide free integrated health services for eligible children, including vitamin A supplement, deworming tablets, and routine immunization against vaccine-preventable diseases. The first round will be implemented in mainland PNG provinces and later in the NGI region. Polio immunization will be carried out in health facilities by outreach and mobile teams and schools in your communities. Parents, caregivers, and community leaders, including lower primary school teachers, are strongly advised to ensure all under 10 years old children are brought for polio immunization. Remember, prevention is better than cure. Immunize your child. Act now.
This is a message from the Department of Health of Papua New Guinea.
Tell them shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell them who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell them who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. Port Moresby, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Daru, partly cloudy with possible few showers. Kerama, cloudy periods with few showers and possible thunderstorm. Alotau, cloudy periods with chances of few showers. And Popondetta, cloudy periods with some showers to rain and possible thunderstorm.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 6th of August, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next. At 7 p.m. Kai Time, 7:30 p.m. Top PC News Headlines, followed by Vocal Fusion. 9 p.m. Shoot Shield Rugby. 11 p.m. National EMTV News